It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. It's my lucky day. My lucky day. Don't need a pot of gold.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Friday. Today is October 9th, and I want to welcome you to episode 50 of Coffee and Cloud Native. Thanks for joining me. My name is Adrian Goins. Every night, I and my army of bots scour the internet for news and content related to Kubernetes and Cloud Native, and every day, you'll find me here to share the bits that I find interesting. It's a curated list of content. I go through around 200 submissions every night, and I select just a handful of them for the next day's show. These are the tools and the things that I would use, that I do use, that I find interesting, and I want to share them with you so that we can all learn and grow together. Somebody described me as like the Mr. Rogers of Cloud Native, which which is pretty funny. I actually got interviewed by Dan Pop for the podcast yesterday. I don't know, interviewed, but whatever. We did a recording, and I was describing why I do the show. Yeah, and it was interesting. Actually, the description of being Mr. Rogers-y is not totally off base. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. If you're watching this live on Twitch, click the follow button for the channel. And if you're watching this in the future, you're on YouTube. So please click the thumbs up button on the video so that YouTube shares it with other people. You can join the community site. Links are in the video description, and I'll fire off a news crawler there that's going to have a bunch of stuff in it. Live chat happens on Twitch in the live chat. Can't read. Live chat happens on Twitch or in the live chat channel on Discord. And this week it's also happening on YouTube. And there's a bot that like connects them all and stuff. So if you're watching on Twitch, if you're chatting on Discord, whatever, you just hang out and you'll be fine. But remember that this week I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube, and starting next week, I'm only going to be live streaming to Twitch and then uploading the video to YouTube afterwards. So if you come to YouTube next week and you're like, where is everybody? Jump over to Twitch, and yeah, it all works just fine. We have lots of people in the chat today. Good morning, everybody. I've lost my mouse. Where's my mouse? Mouse? We used to have a cat, and he would like go from room to room looking for us, and you would just hear him in the other room being like, oh, and it was like, hello, hello. So now whenever Lisa and I can't find something, we're like, mouse, battery, like whatever we're looking for. Good morning, Nuno, Wojtek. Yes, it's Friday already. Captain Justin, you were here bright and early. I saw your message of 360 seconds remaining, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready. Duck, good morning. Wifebot, of course. Ah, so many people. Babu Sasidar. I don't know which part of that is your first name or your last name or the whole name, so I'm sorry if I just screwed it up. Okay, today's Friday, and what does that mean? It means it's Giveaway Friday, but there are conditions for how this works, and it's also kind of new. Ellie is the bot that's handling the giveaways now. It used to be Nightbot, but no more. Now it's Ellie. And here's how this is going to work. We are giving away today, where's my browser window? Kubernetes Mastery, hands-on lessons from a doctor, from a Dr. Captain. Dr. Captain, surely, sir. Brett Fisher's Kubernetes Mastery course. I ran a poll on the community site, and I closed it last night, and this is where we ended up. So those of you who voted to have Brett Fisher's course being given away for the month of October, so that's what we'll be giving away every Friday. We also gave this away last month. It's a fantastic course, and today it's on sale, so I get to get it for cheap, which is great. The way that this works is we need to get to 50 simultaneous viewers across YouTube and Twitch. So the combination, Wifebot's going to do some math because she's good at it, and the combination of viewers is the target is still 50. If we hit 50, that triggers the giveaway. If you wish to participate in the giveaway, come to Discord and click on live chat, and then up here in the top, you'll see there's a pinned messages button. Can I make this bigger? There you go. There's a little pin there. If you click that, it will show you Ellie's giveaway message. Click jump to go directly to the message, and then there's this little ta-da icon down at the bottom. You just need to click that to enter the giveaway. If you click it twice, you'll be unenrolled. So just click it once. Yeah, great. If you already won, don't click it. If you have no need of a Kubernetes training course, nor do you know anybody who can benefit from a Kubernetes training course, don't click it, because the idea is that somebody who can actually use it is who wins. I see all of you are clicking it, which is great. Yeah, so just keep clicking it, and then even though it says that the time remaining is an hour, what'll happen is if we hit the 50, then I will just trigger the giveaway and it'll end early. So that allows me to not have to worry about it in case we don't hit 50. But we've hit 50 every single time. So get all your friends online, get them to join and watch, and, post this on Twitter. Obviously the idea behind doing this is to get more people to come. And all of you who join me every single day and all of you who watch this on YouTube afterwards find value in this. And I know everybody has at least one friend, right? So, yeah, tell your friends. And speaking of friends, stream bandwidth good. Oh my gosh. There's hang on, am I actually bugging out like that? Or is that just my screen? Somebody tell me in the chat if I actually look okay. What? WifeBot, you should come see this. It's crazy. I don't know if I can't share it. So I have a look at this. This is Matt.
Oh my God, you're totally freaking out. Oh wow, I wish they could see it.
Oh, bring your phone. I'll take a quick video of it and I'll post it later. Okay, so I have I've got the camera, the monitor that I'm watching on. I've got the main monitor here, and I had a 27-inch Thunderbolt display that totally melted down a week ago. WifeBot.
No, you look fine on my screen.
Okay, that's good. I gotta move around so it actually shows the craziness of what I'm doing. Oh, now it stopped doing it. Come on, computers. Okay, so I have an iPad Pro over here that's acting as a second monitor. That's, man. And it's connected with Sidecar via Mac OS, which is how you use an iPad as a second monitor. And over here, I'm it looks. Anyway, apparently it's just over there. So continuing. Because now we're out of time. The end. The community site. Lots of people have logged into it and joined today, and I've heard from some people that they couldn't find it, which is crazy because it's right there. Community.cncn.io. It's on the main CNCN site. Blah, 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 blah. I also see that. So if somebody finds this. There's a knock to enter, and they answer some basic questions that just help me understand a little bit about what they're looking for so that I can structure the content from the community to help everybody. But those of you who want to invite people, if you come to the site and you click on no, you don't click on that. If you come to the site and you click members over here on the left, you'll see the members. And then there's this invite button. If you click that, you will be given, so you can send an email, but you also have your own share link down here. Copy that and give that to your friends, and they'll be able to just join. They won't have to do the knock to enter thing where it sends an email back, and some people it's going into the spam folder and they're not getting it, which if you're one of those people, check your spam folder or just hit me up on Discord and I'll send you a direct invite to get you in. So use this, and that way, I see people joining at 3 o'clock in the morning. I get up at 6:30, so I want people to be able to just get right in and stuff. This is the link that you can share to people, and if you do this, then when people use your link, you get points. Not that they're worth anything, but you become an ambassador, and the more people who use your link to join, the higher the status is. You get a little badge, and that's cool too. Okay, I've spent way too much time talking about all of that stuff. I'm really sorry. Let's go through some other stuff. First of all, does anybody use Swarm? Tell me in the chat. Because I was talking to the guy that creates Dion yesterday, the Docker image update notifier that was yesterday's tool of the day, and I asked him, what other stuff do you have in your repo list that you'd like me to take a look at? And he recommended one of his Swarm things, and he's like, but I don't think you'll look at it because you were making fun of Swarm on the show. Yes, I was making fun of Swarm, but I know that people do use Swarm because it's a lighter lift for container orchestration than Kubernetes. My concern about Swarm is I don't know how much life it has left. I mean, Docker themselves are they're They're not on life support, but they're like, I don't know, the vultures are circling. So I'm curious if people use it, why they use it. And I found this blog article that I just found this right before the show, written by Kevin Crawley, who's a developer advocate for Containus. They make Traffic and Mesh and stuff. And he actually talks about his journey from Swarm to Kubernetes. So please let me know in the chat, anywhere. Oh, let's see. Mirantis rebooted Swarm and added it. Mirantis got Swarm's IP? Oh, that's interesting. And they added it into Kubernetes. Okay. Yeah, really. Good morning, Isolina. Really, if you're using Swarm, I'm thinking you need to move to Kubernetes. Mirantis, if Mirantis has the IP, Swarm's dead. Mirantis is a Kubernetes company. Their objective is to move everybody to Kubernetes. I know they picked up all of the Docker Enterprise Edition customers. They're going to move them all to Kubernetes as well. Remember this article, though, because this is going to be relevant when we get to the tool of the day. All right? I went to a workshop from Solo a couple weeks back on Service Mesh Hub, and it was really cool. And they have another workshop coming up on using Gloo. I have Gloo deployed in my home cluster, which is one of the things I finished while I was on vacation. And I need to make the second half of the video just showing you guys what I built. It's K3S, Gloo, Cilium, and then some other rebooted, rebeefed, cool stuff from my migration. I shut down my RKE cluster. Yay! I can't attend this because I'll be doing an Intro to Kubernetes training for Rancher, which makes me very sad because while I deployed Gloo, I've had a little bit of a struggle getting my head around what its full capabilities are. The documentation is wonderful, but like it took me a while to figure out, okay, where I used to deploy an ingress, what am I doing now? What's like you can deploy Gloo as an ingress controller and then it responds to ingress requests, but that's not what I wanted to do. If you are interested in Gloo or API gateways in general, or the interaction between API gateway and service mesh, sign up for this. They have 2 sessions going on, one at 10 a.m. for Central European Standard Time, and the other at 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Unfortunately, the first one is like 5 o'clock in the morning for me, and I'm not doing it. And the second one is in the middle of my course. So go. The last one was amazing. And I'll actually have a link to the content from the last one, the Service Mesh Hub distributed service mesh thing, in the article in the community site after the show ends. So check this out, register for it. It's free, it's great, and they have a limited number of seats. JFrog. JFrog, we like JFrog. Artifactory, I forget what their image scanning thing is. I want to say it's X-Ray, but that might be Nexus's or Sonatype's thing. Anyway, they have great stuff, and they have great stuff that you can use for free, and they have great enterprise stuff as well. There is a problem associated with pulling content from a container registry when you have hundreds or thousands of nodes. And this is a known issue, and basically it just comes grinding to a halt. Let's say that threshold where it starts to grind down is 100 simultaneous pulls of the same image. It'll saturate network links, it'll saturate disk IOPS, it'll saturate everything. And then for every additional thing that connects, everything that connected before it gets a smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller slice of the pie until you end up with, oh, we have 40 people watching now. Tribble says YouTube is dead to me. That's right, for live streaming. For videos, post, it's still good. So yeah, everything gets a smaller and smaller slice of the pie. And so eventually you end up with, whatever, 150 or 200 things pulling, and all of them are pulling at like slower than 1985 dial-up speeds, which for those of you who were born in 1986 and later have no idea what I'm talking about. You're like, dial-up? What's that? It's what we used to. We used fax machines, red boxes, blue boxes, payphones. Do you remember those when they took quarters? God, we're old. I was talking to Pop yesterday about, in the podcast, I was like, I'm old now. And I don't actually think I'm old. I just turned 47. It's kind of like a joke. And then I referred to internet years are like worse than dog years. Like, man, payphones were great. I never, ever, ever used a payphone in New York, A, because they're disgusting, and B, because you had to have like a special card to use them. You couldn't just put quarters into them. Like, I'm not going to go buy a card and keep it in my wallet and carry it around with me all the time for the off chance that maybe one day I might need to make a phone call with a Nope. 9600 baud, man, that's, you kids these days. 300 baud, 150 BPS was just being phased out when I first got online. 300 BPS, doing downloads of completely legal software at 300 BPS, like you're setting it up to, man. I used to load games off of tape, brother. Tape. You're like, I want to load Wagon Train. Come back 2 hours later. Oh, it failed. Who remembers Wagon Train? Yeah, raise your hand. Okay, so JFrog has a P2P extension for their Enterprise Plus customers that plugs into Artifactory that will do P2P stuff for container images. This is great if you're using Artifactory and if you have an Enterprise Plus subscription. The model here, which you can't see in this little tiny image, is that there's a client that runs locally on all of the nodes, and the first thing makes a pull, and then as the future things make a pull, they talk to each other, and they start to carve up the image into slices. So instead of everything pulling from one location, everything is pulling from everything, and you don't get the saturation that you'd get before. You get a stable, reliable scale up. In fact, they have an image down here that I think is totally made up. The reason I think this is totally made up is because it's not going to be linear with P2P. And if you can't really see it, but you'll see it later. In the green thing, it shows that like latency increases up to about 50 and then decreases slightly until 100 and then increases linearly, and that's just not true. But it does prove the point. P2P, if you're dealing with saturation of a registry, then you need to look at something like this. If you're not dealing with saturation, this isn't going to make your pulls any faster. So don't invest in this from an infrastructure perspective. If you are not using Artifactory or have an Enterprise Plus subscription, there is Kraken, which was created by Uber. This is not a plugin to an existing registry. This is an actual registry, but it does all of the same stuff. So you can deploy this. But again, in fact, they even say in the FAQ or limitations section, yeah, I even have it highlighted. Look at that. If registry throughput is not the bottleneck, then switching to Kraken will not magically speed it up. But they do say if you want to speed it up, they have another project called Makisu, which we're not going to talk about today, but I will try to get this on a future show. This is an image build tool that does a bunch of cool stuff. Look, sushi. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Bandwidth's still looking good. I'm not glitching out over there. We still got news scrolling across the bottom of the screen. I'm going to leave that up. WifeBot, how are we doing on numbers? WifeBot has headphones on. 40. Come on. We only need 10 more. 41. See, there you go. Okay. This is a cool article. It's a little bit nerdy. It has a title that's so long that they couldn't even get it in their title thing after 3 lines. But it is in nope, it's not even in the slug. 2 new open source projects, Space Situational Awareness Project and the CubeSat Project, give more people access to space tech and democratize access to... fill in the blank. It's like a Mad Lib. Democratize access to coffee. Democratize access to rattlesnakes. This talks about 2 projects, both of which are really important. I am somewhat concerned about the Starlink satellite mesh that's going up because I've seen the photos of what it does to astrophotography and all these things going across the sky. However, as a person who lives in the middle of nowhere, we're going to run out of time. I like the idea of giving internet access to the majority of the world that doesn't actually have it. This is just, we need to accept that this is going to be a problem. There's going to be more stuff going up there, and as more stuff goes up there, it becomes harder and harder to track the orbits and the interactions of things. If you ever saw Gravity, you understand what this means. Gravity the movie, not Gravity like the force of physics. Space Situational Awareness is a project from IBM to use machine learning models not to plot orbits, but to calculate when the physics models that they're using right now fail. The goal being that they won't have to linearly scale up calculations, that they'll be able to do better predictions of where things are now, where they were, and then use that to extrapolate where they're going to be so that they might need to like move satellites out of the way as stuff zooms by. They talk about a paint chip, like a 1 centimeter paint chip, and you're like, a paint chip? What good is that? Like, it's not going to hurt anything. A paint chip at 8,000 meters per second, yeah, that's going to do some hurt. The other one is CubeSat. This got a lot of chatter on Twitter a few days ago. I'm not even going to read that out loud, Triple. Like, I don't, okay. I looked at it and I was like, did I say that? Okay, anyway. So CubeSat is basically a cluster satellite project. It's a play on the CubeSat CU, the little CubeSats that basically anybody can launch now to do stuff. Using Kubernetes to link multiple satellites together and develop swarms that are able to collectively do more than what a single satellite, especially a little thing that's like this big, can do on its own. The CubeSat project is something I'm aware of. I'm an amateur radio operator, and we used to hear things as they went by, or track their little signals, or get APRS messages from the ISS when it went overhead. I made this directional antenna out of tape measures so that we could plot with our phone where the space station was, and then just kind of keep it like a shotgun as it went by, to be able to do APRS communication with the satellite, with the ISS. Both of these are cool. They're not necessarily relevant to anything that I'm doing, but I do like space, and I do like anything that's going to help us make space not suck. We'll leave it at that. Talking about not scrolling my stuff up. Woohoo! U2, not the band, the planes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful planes. They announced, was this yesterday? They have successfully used Kubernetes. They've linked 4 flight computers, or 4 computers running on the plane as a Kubernetes cluster to do real-time machine learning processing of stuff. Now these are reconnaissance planes. They fly at 70,000 feet. You do the math, figure out. And we're back. Okay. Cool. So, I don't remember what I was saying. I think I was saying something about U2 spy planes. So, yeah. Anyway, they stuck Kubernetes on there. They're probably using it for real-time analysis of the photos, or I guess they're photos that the plane is taking, so that they can do adjustments to mission parameters on the fly. This is very cool. Whether you like military stuff or not, this is still just really cool. And we're going to see more of this. If you are interested in learning more about what's going on with Kubernetes at the edge, then I recommend that you join the upcoming Edge conference, which I'll also have a link to in the video description. This is being hosted by Rancher, ARM, and Microsoft. It's free to join, and there are now 3 tracks of speakers about all sorts of stuff from 5G, IoT, ARM, Edge, military applications. There's a lot of really cool stuff here. And I'll be doing like a kind of a mini CNCN show there, where I'll be talking about other Edge projects, sort of like how I do here, but things that we weren't able to get into the conference because we've just been saturated with requests. Yeah, so we lost some people on the stream, but Nuno, hang on. I know we lost some people because the stream died. But did we cross 50? We hit 50 as soon as we dropped? Really? But we hit it, right? Okay, well, we hit it then. I mean, if you hit it, you hit it. Do not make a joke about that. All right, so let's do this then. Ellie, giveaway. Am I still on Discord over here? I am. I can do it live. Here reviewing older messages. Did we only get 16 people that actually clicked the thing? We got to get more people in the Discord chat. Discord is free. I know some of you may not like it. There's an app for your phone. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't like it, because it's another platform. Whoa, Nuno, level 4. Congratulations. All right, well, we're going to do Ellie giveaway end. And, oh, I need to tell you which giveaway you want me to end. Okay. Hang on. This is the first giveaway that I've done. Whoops, wrong thing. Ellie, where are you? Testing. Ellie giveaway. I thought I could just say Ellie giveaway end, but apparently I have to tell it which giveaway to end. Oh my gosh. Hold your horses. Whoa, I just closed every window on my screen. Ellie commands list, Ellie giveaway. I should put the standby screen back up again. I made that specifically for these events where like the thing drops so that it's like Ellie giveaway create, Ellie giveaway end, Ellie giveaway show. Yes, okay, standby. Okay. Sorry. Standby. I know this is super exciting, watching Adrian scowl at the screen. And last chance to click that little icon if you want to win. Set the giveaway here to end right now. I will draw a winner in a second. Okay, the suspense is killing me. Are you going to draw a winner? It was supposed to just... Okay. I will draw a winner. And... Well, that's dumb. Okay, let's try this. Hang on. Ellie, giveaway, reroll. What? Oh, that's the old giveaway. That's... Okay, I'm sorry. Hang on. What the... I'm going to press the standby screen. I clicked the wrong giveaway. Okay. Yeah. It shows you giveaway. I ran a test giveaway a little while ago, and it shows you like all of it. No, 3 winners of a high five and some emoji. Yeah! There you go. Giveaway. And, okay, let's try this one. Michael Lundquist! Congratulations! You are the winner! Awesome! Well, congratulations, Michael. I can find you, so I'll get your info after the show. It's 9 o'clock. I'm supposed to stop the show, but I had... Okay, we're gonna have to jump to tool of the day. I had some cool stuff. Hey, Rook, you graduated from CNCF incubation. Congratulations. There, that's easy. Okay, we're gonna punt all of this stuff to next week. Tool of the day today is actually a little bit interesting and different. Tool of the day! It's not a tool that you can run, but it's something that I've been playing with for the last couple of weeks that I think is pretty awesome. We all use Google, and if you don't use Google, you use something that still pulls its search results from Google. And Google, like, we're lazy. So, you know, even if there's something better on like page 23, you're not going to dig down to it because there's so much garbage between there, and it's not so much better that it's worth the time to go and filter through it. Search is totally dominated by Google, and they've trained us to expect their results. But Google's been making some changes over the last year that have affected the way that search works, and for power searchers like me, make it less relevant. And I mean, it's throwing out all of the arguments about how, like, you know, it's all favoring big corp and blah, 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 blah. Okay, millionshort. This site, let's go Kubernetes services API. This site allows you to remove sites from the results. So you can over here on the left say remove top 10, top 1,000. You can go all the way up to remove the top 1,000,000. And it shows you on the right here which sites got removed. Then you can say, okay, remove e-commerce sites, remove sites with chat, show me things within the last month, and just show me things that are within the United States. And suddenly you're now so far into the search results, but you're still getting relevance. The benefit that comes from this, hey, look at that. The benefit that comes from this is you are exposed easily to a broader range of information. And it was going through this morning when I was looking for swarm stuff that I was able to find this article, which is on the CNCF blog, that's from September 14th, so it's 3 weeks old, that I wouldn't have been able to find otherwise because whatever I searched for, which might have been Kubernetes Service API or Kubernetes Swarm or something, it was just buried so far down behind stuff that honestly wasn't relevant. I didn't need to know how to do ingress route resource stuff with OpenShift or whatever. Millionshort is a very, very cool site, and they have plugins for your browser, so you can make it your default search if you want. And just check it out, millionshort.com. But then there's a second one, which is Caret Squared or Caret 2 or something. This is a little bit different. Kubernetes Services API. The Services API, this is relevant to some ingress thing that I was supposed to talk about today. This takes search results and organizes them by, I don't know why it just showed me one result there. It organizes them by folder, so you can immediately start drilling down into subfolder. This is a terrible example. That's Kubernetes ingress route OpenShift. That's the other thing I was searching for this morning, trying to come up with. Okay, I think this might be broken, which makes it a really bad tool to demonstrate. There we go. Kubernetes ingress route OpenShift. So it breaks it down into subfolders that's here on the left. It also shows you which subfolders every search result comes from. They search across multiple search engines. So they're using Google, they're using Wikipedia. In this case, it looks like most of it's from Google. But then you can also sort things differently. If you click tree map up here on the left, I think this is actually broken because of accessibility, because I zoomed it in. Or maybe I crashed my browser. What the? Holy demon of demonstration, Batman! Caret2.org. Let's try this again. Kubernetes route ingress OpenShift. Okay. Tree map. Hey! All right, so I think I zoomed the browser in and I broke whatever they're using for maps. So this is cool. Human beings are really bad at processing data. In the article that you'll see coming out on the CNCN site in a minute. Oh, that's really small. Yeah, so their accessibility stuff doesn't work. In the article, I talk about how when Google tells you that there's 10 billion results, we just shave that down to 10 because we can't really get our head around 10 billion results. Like, I'm never going to read them, so why do I care? We are actually very good at processing visual information. So they will show you data here like, oh, these are the subjects that things came in, and then you can continue to drill down into them if their site loads. They also have, I'm going to, Caret, if you're watching the show later, fix your accessibility stuff because it's making me look bad. All right, whatever. So that's it. They also have a pie chart, which now works. Okay, whatever. They also have a pie chart that shows you stuff, and you can actually click and drill down into stuff as you go navigating it. These are two alternative search engine options that will... It's important that we don't fall into what's called confirmation bias, where you search for things that support what you already believe. One of the strategies in exploring philosophical concepts is to, when you search for something, also search for the opposite of the thing, so that you're reading information from both sides to help you make informed decisions. Google's entire search thing is, like, they're going to show you the stuff that is most relevant to them, to ads, to big corporations, to stuff that other people are searching for. And it's very easy for us to become locked into... I'm going to go to this one because it's actually got content. To be locked into stuff that doesn't actually help us. So I recommend checking out both of these sites and just playing around with them and using them when you want more information that's not like a how-to guide on how to do something. All right. Yeah, Wojtek says he's going to get lost in an internet rabbit hole. Yes, you will. Once again, we ran super long, and you know what? That's okay. Because we had some issues, and because I have lots of stuff to talk about, and because I love hanging out with you guys. So thank you for staying. Thank you for hanging out. If you liked what you saw today, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and follow, and do all of those things. You can follow me on Twitch to get notifications when I start streaming. Remember, next week, we're live streaming on Twitch and then uploading videos to YouTube afterwards. All of the timestamps will be in the video description in about an hour, and links will be posted to the free community site at community.cncn.io. If you have something that you'd like me to consider for the show, please hit me up and let me know. You can mention me in a post on the community site. You can ping me on Discord. Tim, in fact, posted a question on the community site this morning, and I see some of you have already started answering that. So this is your site. Use this to post your own questions and talk to each other. Like it's not just for me, it's for you. So, there you go. So you can join that, community.cncn.io. And yeah, really, that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Keep learning. I'll see you in the next show.